How to spot love bombing. Sure, it's nice to be showered with love and affection, especially if it comes from the people you love and care about. But did you know that this can become dangerous too? This is in the context of love bombing. Love bombing is one of the manipulation techniques that involves someone showing and overwhelming you with loving words, actions, and behavior. The goal of love bombing is winning your trust over and making sure that they get your affection. Although it may sound harmless at first, love bombing does not come from good intentions. It is a manipulation technique used by someone to get what they want from you. As much as we want to feel loved, we do not want to be used. A way to combat love bombing is to know how to detect it. In today's inspiration calling video, we will help you get to know the signs of love bombing in a relationship. But before we even get there, help us grow our community by subscribing to our channel. This is a safe space to learn more about you, your personality, and anything involving psychology. Please don't forget to click the notification bell too, so we can notify you whenever we upload new content. If you're done with that, let's get straight into the video. Before we start, we would like to preface this video by saying that recognizing some of these signs in your partner does not automatically mean they are toxic. However, it is also important that you listen to your intuition well. If you don't feel safe with your relationship, know that it's always the best choice to leave. Here are the signs you should look out for. 1. They lavish you with gifts. One of the most obvious signs of love bombing are the extravagant and grand gifts. Even though they say they are just doing this out of wanting to show you their love, there are still limits to these things. Usually, lavishing you gifts is a manipulator's way of making you think that you owe them something. This can result in many serious issues. Most frequently, a narcissist will engage in love bombing with the goal of enticing the target and seizing control. For instance, this guy has always been sending you bouquets at work. At first, you feel happy and treasured because someone sends you flowers. Maybe someone keeps on giving you branded or luxury items out of their appreciation for you. There is a chance that when it comes to the time that you need to decide if you would like to continue your relationship with them, they will not take no for an answer. They will build this sense of confidence that you owe them something, which is why they cannot process rejection. 2. They can't stop complimenting you. Whenever your loved one expresses how much they love and appreciate you through their own words, we often feel delighted. In that way, we are assured that they do love us. However, too much of everything is still bad. If you feel like the person you're talking to right now compliments you non-stop even when you've only met for a short while, that can be a sign of love bombing. This is an easy to spot red flag that maybe their feelings aren't as genuine as you think it is. Usually, their compliments revolve around how perfect you are to them, how much they love every inch of you, and how much they would want to spend their lives with you. At first glance, it sounds sweet, but let's face it, you just cannot say those words to someone you just met 2 months ago, right? Yes, compliments are nice, but let us not be fooled by them. It is still important that you remember the context it was said and the behavior that comes along with it. 3. They cannot stop calling or texting you. If you have only been dating for the first few months, it's kind of acceptable to contact each other more. This is because both of you are still getting to know each other and still navigating your way through the relationship. However, it becomes unhealthy if the communication feels awfully one-sided and it eats up around 24 hours of your day. Some people might like getting updates from their partner, but calling and texting you every single hour of the day can be a red flag too. You'll know that it's no longer healthy if the other person does not seem to have anything to do rather than to contact you. Getting good morning and good night's texts may feel nice, but if they do this plus a lot of other text messages, it may feel suffocating. 4. They want your undivided attention. They could get upset if you aren't paying attention to them. This may manifest as pouting while speaking with friends on the phone, or refusing to go when you inform them that you must depart early the following morning. Sure, your partner should be in your top 5 priorities, But this does not mean your whole world has to be them and them alone. We need to interact with other people in order to function well in society too. For example, with your classmates, workmates, and even friends. If your partner finds this concept uncomfortable, or they do not want you to be with other people, take this as a red flag and run as fast as you can. Always keep in mind that true love does not require you to devote all of your attention to them. Your partner must respect your other commitments, beliefs, and limits if you want a happy relationship. 5. They convince you that you are destined for them. Hearing the match made in heaven stories in movies feel so good, right? You may even wonder how nice it would be if you also met your soulmate now. However, the stories in movies are works of fiction, and love in real life looks very different from them. Be very careful that you do not fall into the manipulation technique of someone telling you God sent them for you or vice versa, especially if you've only met them for a short time. Love bombing also takes the form of phrases that may sound like they came straight out of a movie. Always remember that if it feels unreal, then maybe it really is. For your safety, here are some of the phrases you should be careful about. We were born to be together. It's fate that we met. You understand me more than anyone. We're soulmates. 6. They want commitment and they want it now. You can feel pressured by a love bomber to move quickly and make ambitious plans for the future. When you and someone have only recently gotten to know one another, they often bring up topics like marriage or moving in together. Always keep in mind that genuine love-based relationships take a long time to build. You should not assume that someone who has only known you for 4 weeks immediately adores you. Just too nice to be true, really. 7. They do not respect and acknowledge boundaries. Speaking of rushing things, the moment you communicate your desire to slow down and just take your time, a love bomber will most likely react negatively. They are the type of people who have a hard time acknowledging and respecting boundaries that involve their access to you or your love. Since they do not like this, they may even resort to manipulating you just so that they can get what they want. Being with someone who truly loves you would mean that they would take your boundaries seriously. If you communicate that you need to slow down, they would back off and truly give you space. If your partner isn't like this, they are most likely love bombing you. 8. They are very needy. It never seems to be enough, no matter how much time and access you offer them. Clinginess may be cute to certain individuals, but in this situation, it is toxic and dangerous. When you have to change arrangements with your pals because they can't operate without you, for instance, it becomes damaging. If you tell them you need to get somewhere important, they can act as if you need to be with them all the time. You'll feel obligated to someone toxic since they can count on you day and night. 9. Their intensity can overwhelm you. They are constantly charming and seem to be at their best when you are around. You feel compelled to visit them constantly, and you never know what to expect from one second to the next. Although genuine love has its ups and downs, it is polite and restrained. It is gentle, compassionate, and patient. 10. You sense an imbalance. Being love-bombed can initially seem exhilarating, but you could also experience some anxiety as you wait for the other shoe to drop. Pay close attention to these fearful sensations. It's crucial to be tuned into your intuition, so you can make informed decisions rather than getting seduced by love-bombing techniques. Love bombing may be hard to detect at first, but good thing it usually happens during the early stages of a relationship. If you have sensed that all these things are happening to you, there is always a choice to run away. You do not have to continue into something that costs you your peace, security, and privacy. Always remember that true love does not wish to take advantage of the other. It is also savored taking each moment into memory without rushing things. If you're concerned that your partner is being manipulative, consider talking to a reliable friend, member of your family, or a mental health professional who can help you analyze their actions. That's it for today's video. You can leave any of your questions, suggestions, or reactions in the comments section below. We'd love to hear from you. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can get notified whenever a new video is up. Until next time. Thank you for watching.